I'm Mary Powers, and welcome to Career Spotlight. I work for Career Connect Northwest, hosted at the Educational Service District 189 in Anacortes, Washington. We have with us today modern manufacturing, and we have Sierra Pacific Industries. We have Jacquelin with us. And for those of you who haven't heard of Sierra Pacific Industries, they are one of the top 5 lumber producers in the United States. They do forestry management and sustainable forestry. They also make custom wood windows and doors, and they even touch on clean energy, which is something I didn't know. They take their wood waste and turn that into energy for local businesses and residences. So that's also super cool. Welcome, Jacqueline.
Thank you, Mary. I'm so excited to be here today and talk about modern manufacturing and advanced manufacturing careers.
All right, great. Well, let's go ahead and get started. So my first question is, can you give us an overview of what modern manufacturing is and how Sierra Pacific Industries fits into that?
Absolutely. So, modern manufacturing and advanced manufacturing is when companies invest in technology and processes to make things more efficient, to make things safer, and to be sustainable. So, Sierra Pacific, we are always investing in the equipment that we use in our processes. We use modern forest management practices on our timberland. And we're always updating our processes and our training for our employees for safety and efficiency, and also to improve that sustainability.
Oh, that's great. And for a high school graduate, what kind of jobs would be open? And then also touch on education that is desired to work in this field.
Absolutely. So, most high school graduates, when they come to us, if they have some experience or have some CTE background, they will typically start out as a laborer or in our introduction entry level positions. So, don't let that intimidate you and not want you to come and join us, because that is that entry pathway in learning manufacturing. So, that beginning position allows you to learn all the different career paths throughout manufacturing and throughout Sierra Pacific. So we take employees, whether you have some experience or not, or some training or not. And if you have a really good attitude, if you have a desire to grow, a desire to learn, we'll invest in you. And with a desire to advance up, you can go into multiple pathways to different careers, and it can be manufacturing processing and being an operator. It can be running heavy equipment. It can be in our maintenance side. So we have industrial electricians, we have millwrights, we have saw filers, all different types of skilled positions. So we have some pretty unique positions, but you can also grow within Sierra Pacific and get
That's
the
great.
training.
Yeah, and I think now would be a good time. I actually have some pictures of us at Sierra Pacific Industries with Orcas Island High School taking a worksite tour. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to see, can you see that picture right there?
It can.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, so here we are, and we are touring Sierra Pacific, so you can see the lumber, and then on the right here, we got to look at all the different equipment. It was really wonderful to be able to do that.
I remember this tour. So yes, the picture on the left, that is our log yard. And the students got to learn how we get our timber to our site, and then how it goes in to be processed into a mill. And then inside is the actual equipment breaking down the log into boards.
Oh, yes. And then I have another one, because you guys are such great partners. You came to Lucille Umbarger Middle School with us and brought in some fresh cut timber and had the students do math. They were doing some math equations around the timber growth and log growth. And so that was a really fun day as well.
Yes, we use a lot of applied math, and it kind of scares some students sometimes, but know that once you're in doing it in the mill site and any site, when you start doing it as your job, it just becomes natural.
Yeah, practice makes perfect.
Yes.
In fact, I think the students really liked doing math at Lucille Umbarger because they take a survey and they wrote it in the survey, The math was fun, a few things like that. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. They enjoyed it.
Yes.
All right. Now, can we touch just a little bit on wages? I think that's important for students to know a little bit about wages and that kind of information. Maybe just some ranges for different job titles.
Absolutely. So now that wages change over time. So at the time of this video right now, our labor or our entry level, which again is where most employees start with us, that beginning position, we typically go about 30 to 35% above minimum wage. So right now it's above $22 an hour. So you can come in right out of high school or training programs and start at that level. But that's not where we want employees to stay. Our goal is for you to advance and grow into a career path and into a position. And our operating positions and those skilled trade positions, they go anywhere from $5 to $10 more an hour, just
Mm.
depending on what you do and where you grow.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. And then positions like forestry. So we have foresters. If you go off to college and get your forestry degree, you can look at entering that career path about $70,000 a year as you're starting. And then one that a lot of people don't realize, log truck driving, getting that CDL, that's a short-term training program. You can gain some skill. You come and get hired with us. We make sure that you're safe and do additional training. Once you're out on your own, you're looking at close to about $75,000 a year. So great career paths. And we
Yeah.
have over 100 different job titles. So there's all different types of careers and different opportunities.
You know what? Let's look at some of those job titles. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and let's take a look at your website. Can you see that?
I can,
All
yes.
right, great. Here is your website. And so there's some really interesting things that we can find on here. I'm going to start with the careers tab because there are internships. There's an internship tab right here. And do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So this time of year, we have our internships posted for coming up for summer 2025. So you'll see a variety of different opportunities that we've made available for students. I think it's important for people to know these are paid internships and these are working internships. So you are working with the professionals in that career path. And it's a great opportunity for students to explore and learn about the careers that they're studying in school. And it just varies year to year dependent on our ability to bring in students and our capacity to show them around and what our needs are for the year as well.
Oh, that's great. There was also something else on here under our forests, and then it was wildlife plant species.
Hi, my name's Kevin. I'm a wildlife biologist with Sierra Pacific Industries. Today I'm going to demonstrate the 4 basic calls that a spotted owl does. The most common call is the 4 note, and it sounds like this. Woo, woo, woo.
So you can even hear a spotted owl call on your website. So there's a lot of different things that people can explore on here. I think students would like to look around here and just see all the different opportunities that you offer.
Yeah, there's lots of information on the website. And then also when you go to careers, you can click on the state that you're looking for. So we actually have careers in about 30 states, but we have lumber manufacturing like our Burlington mill in 3 states, and that's California, Oregon, and Washington. And we have 4 mills in Washington, and you can click by state, you can click by location and find what's available at that time.
Yeah, and that's great because I would also point out there are some students that may be interested in moving. And I know one time we were at Sierra Pacific doing a worksite tour, and one of the students was interested in moving to California, and it looked like that could be an option. They could start in Burlington at that facility and then perhaps move to a different state if it worked out that way. So there's lots of opportunities at Sierra Pacific. All right, well, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. I want to thank you so much for coming on Career Spotlight today.
Thank you, Mary. It's been a pleasure to speak with you.
All right.